Alright, y'all, so welcome to a little market recap. So that was just the trade that we took today, but I'll go ahead and take all of this off first and kind of go from the ground up of how we got to that point. So we took a trade on NASDAQ today. We'll go over, I guess, the S&P first and what I saw from that today. So if we go into the hourly, what I saw today was a sweep out of these lows and then a break of structure to the upside on the 15-minute time frame. I marked that out, and then this ended up turning into an order block. Okay, and then from there, I pretty much was like, okay, cool. I'm trying to find 5-minute, confirmation. So we pushed down into this order block and then also into this 15-minute order block. And then from there, I was like, cool, I can scale down into the 1 minute. Okay, from there, we saw a break of structure to the upside. I wasn't really tracking this on the S&P, but we did have boom, sweep, break to the upside, fill of fair value gap on the 15-minute. Where did this go? What just happened? Oh, here we go. Fill of this imbalance on the 15-minute and then rally higher. Okay, so those were my main confluences for this. And then once we got into the 1 minute, the NASDAQ offered a better entry than what this gave me. And also, if you see this candle here, this candle didn't break structure, but on NASDAQ it did. The following candle ended up breaking structure to the upside. So I was able to say like, okay, cool, the S&P is probably going to go higher here as well. But now let's get into the NASDAQ trade that we took today. So similar situation as the S&P, where on the 4-hour, we were bullish, okay? I was looking for the top of this fair value gap to get filled, okay? On the hourly, we never ended up actually seeing a sweep of this during pre-market, but then I noticed that when the S&P fell after breaking, hourly and 15-minute structure to come down and fill in the fair value gap, NASDAQ actually came down and swept out these lows that I had marked out during pre-market and talked about in the daily bias video. So if you haven't seen that, go ahead and watch it. And then from there, I was like, okay, cool. We got a 5-minute break of structure to the upside. How can we scale down and see where we can find an entry based off this? Okay, or sorry, actually I was on the 1 minute when I executed on this. We had boom, push in down into here. Okay, we saw the sweep, we saw the 1 minute break of structure, we saw this fair value gap, and then we closed up like this, and I was like, I don't know, maybe I want price to come back down in here, but then it didn't. It ended up pushing up here, and then I ended up getting filled in the middle of this wick. Put my stops underneath here. My first take profit was at a 1 to 1.5 risk reward ratio at this high right here. And then second take profit were these highs right here. Third take profit, I believe, was based off of this low right here. That got hit. And then final take profit ended up getting hit. I did it off the end of the 4-hour fair value gap. Just recently got hit. So fully closed out of this trade. All take profits were hit. And it was overall really good trading day from us. I will not be trading tomorrow or the following day. So Thursday and Friday are off for me because we have CPI and PPI news data coming out. Go ahead, check that out. Comes out an hour before market open. We have CPI tomorrow and then PPI the following day. Definitely will not be trading those days, but I will be posting a daily bias video along with a market recap. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this and can, benefit from it. But until then, I will see you guys tomorrow for our daily bias video. All right, peace.